Hey guys, what's up? This is DiscussBros, and today we're gonna be discussing about next generation of gaming, like Xbox One and PS4, the pros and cons about them, and we're gonna be like talking which one we prefer, and yeah, talk about the gaming, and yeah. So I'm gonna give it to.
Hey, what's up? So look at the Xbox One as the next generation of consoles for Microsoft. I don't personally own any Xbox. I own a PlayStation 4 currently. I mean, a PlayStation 3, sorry. So the Xbox One is kind of based on this idea that the Xbox One gets to know you, and apparently that's pretty cool, because the new controller comes with this Kinect built in. That's the cool thing. There's the all new Kinect. That's what kind of takes the advantage of all this new equipment and design. The Xbox, apparently the Kinect is more precise, responsive. I don't really know how responsive, considering the fact that like current Xboxes are like, hey Xbox, call mom, and then like puts like images of like a toast on your screen. So it's not very accurate. It's like, hopefully this runs a little bit better because it's kind of fun playing with Xbox Connect. So yeah, whole new system that does the voice, vision, and motion technology. It's all different, and so apparently it's gonna be awesome. You walk into a room and it signs you in, which is pretty cool. But I mean, like, you walk in a room to get like a drink, you leave, your Xbox is on. That's kind of silly. I don't know. Maybe it'll be cool. Maybe you can adjust the settings or something, but there could be some fault with that. Yeah, another new thing about this Xbox is how it's all talking about you don't switch from your like TV to your Xbox. Your Xbox, you quickly jump with like sound and whatnot. You don't have to really change inputs. And since new operating system is based on Windows operating system and the gaming operating system, they kind of combine the two. You now have things like Skype TV, like the NFL Live thing. But of course, that's only if you have the Xbox Live, which again you do have to pay for because Xbox is silly. So yeah, one interesting thing I've learned about the Xbox Live is that it has this shadow thing. So like, it's called living games technology. So even when you're not playing, advanced artificial intelligence learns to play like you, and so when you're not around, your friends play with your shadow. Which I don't know, like what if you like are really bad and your shadow's bad, but you're actually good? Like I don't understand how well that can be accurate. Like if you have one good game on Black Ops where you get like 15 kills and you leave, do you still get the XP for those 15 kills when your shadow keeps playing? I don't know. Also, if you've seen any of the commercials, this split screen, like you can Skype while watching football and all that different things, which is pretty cool, if you ask me. Another new thing about the Xbox is the controller. The controller obviously looks different. It has a way more technology. The new impulse triggers like the vibrate will be a lot better, more realistic, and new thumbsticks, D-pad, all that different stuff, more precision. It's apparently the best controller they've ever made. But honestly, I don't like the Xbox controllers as they are. I think they're very uncomfortable to play with. I like PlayStation, mostly because I grew up with a PlayStation 2. So I just prefer, like me, I just prefer that. Also, when you get a new game, when you install it, you get to play instantly. I mean, like, or you could just buy a PlayStation because they download pretty fast. I don't really like Xbox that much. I mean, I play Xbox a lot at my neighbors' houses and whatnot, but I personally prefer the Xbox mostly because of the Xbox Live. You do have to pay for that, and this entire operating system is based off of like syncing your games with like realistic things, playing when you're not online, split screening with the Skype, the television, all these new like Hulu and all that stuff that Microsoft owns. That's only if you own Live, so you do have to pay for that extra Live, which kind of is a hassle. Of course, like if you want to play without Wi-Fi, also, if you're like in your basement, it's out of range. So that is a kind of a cool thing, but it does come with the Kinect, so you don't have to pay for that because, of course, most of the Xbox is based on that. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's ranging about $500, and it's coming out later this year. If you're an Xbox player, like you own an Xbox, I think it'd be kind of cool to upgrade to a new one. You know, new gaming, into like a whole new features. The Xbox is completely reinnovated. Whereas where my bro is gonna talk about the PlayStation 4, I feel like the PlayStation was still in its prime and it didn't necessarily need to be updated yet. But then again, there's also this competition. Like the Xbox is gonna make a new system, of course the PlayStation has a new system. So now looking at the PlayStation.
Alright, so that was interesting what you said about the shadow thing. I'm pretty sure like some games already have that, like Black Ops 1 had that, uh, and training thing. And Skate 3, the skateboarding video game, had that. Yeah, so I don't think you're gonna get SP from that. It's just like, it's just like having more fun. It's like imagining yourself like playing online. It's like, it's just a fun thing to add. Anyways, so about the PS4, one bad thing about it that really upset me is that PlayStation Network now is not going to be free. It's going to be about the same price of it's going to be about the same range of Xbox One.
Yeah, I have a question about that. So if I'm a PlayStation 3, does that mean my PlayStation Network will now have to be paid for, or is that just only for the PlayStation 4?
That's actually a good question. I don't think they didn't really announce that much about it in the PS4 announcement. So I guess we'll just find out more about that later. So yeah, another thing that I didn't really like about it is that
Can the network share?
I don't know.
Like one thing that hasn't been released yet, but it's kind of be pretty interesting to see because it'd be really cool if the new generation games can either backfile, like play old games, or also play backfile with their own live. Like, if my friend has a PlayStation 4, I have my PS3, can we play Black Ops together? That's an unanswered question as of now.
Good question. So a couple things I like about it, or things that are like pretty silly. A thing that's silly is that they're making such like the PS4 on the go, like the PS Vita. They're making it such a big deal when they had that on the PS3 before. And the thing I like about it is that PS4, the controller has share things now. You can broadcast your game and like on YouTube and stuff, just like put it right there. And
Yeah, that reminds me. One more thing about the Xbox is, you know how like if on your YouTube and you're watching someone play, you can see their screen like if they're actually like you're playing. Now Xbox is always going to be recording your games, which is pretty cool for if your gaming channel's on YouTube.
yeah, another thing something I like about it is that the game, it's gonna be like if you want a game on the PlayStation Store, you can it's gonna be like on live. You can play the game, not the demo. Like instead of just waiting while a special demo for upcoming games download, you can just play a full section of the game and start playing. While like the other when like something's downloading and you're like so like you can play it while it's downloading basically. And so that's pretty cool, I think. Yeah, so another thing I like about it is that it's gonna have like the PlayStation Network. It's gonna have like the whole catalog of PlayStation. It's gonna have PS3, PS2, and PS1 games. So like you can get like classic games. So I guess you can get like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, or yeah. So I think that's gonna be pretty fun also.
Yeah, so moving on just to compare the two systems. Honestly, as a PlayStation person, I'm still going to probably recommend the Xbox. And here's why. This is my opinion also. You can take the information we've given you and more information from the official PlayStation and Xbox websites. They have lots of information. Also, if you want to look into buying. But the PlayStation, as I said earlier, is perfectly not I honestly did not think the PlayStation needed to be upgraded. It has been out for a pretty long time. But the differences between the new systems are so little just a little upgrade systems. That could have been through a simple update of the system, of the console. I feel like it didn't really be needed. But if you're an Xbox person, there's huge upgrades and updates of the whole operating system. I'd definitely buy the Xbox One if you like Xbox. But if you're a PlayStation guy, buy a PS3 because they're gonna be really cheap, and like nothing is wrong with them. Like it didn't need to be upgraded. Then again, there's nothing wrong with the PlayStation 4 either. It's a great system. Tons of it's good. It's a new operating system, and it's fine. But also, there's the differences are really small. That's just my opinion. There's also many you can argue that say PlayStation 4 is awesome. There's all these new things. It's great. I don't want to spend the new money. It's very expensive. Then again, the price will always go down. So that's just my opinion, honestly. So what is your opinion on the consoles?
Well, that was a great point you made. I'll just probably stay with my PS3 for a while. Maybe the price will go down a little. Even if I wanted to get the PS4, I think you should wait a couple months or something, because there's always usually something wrong with something when it first comes out. So yeah,
Yeah, so subscribe, like, share, and thanks for watching. And